Priste Drazit. Rap about firefighters on the network when Slovak firefighters forget decency. You write the message politely. Say hello. Ask. You wait for an answer. And nothing. Silence, ignorance, arrogance. And that from those who should be role models. You write to the fireman on Facebook, politely without insult. You ask something that interests you, or offer to help, or just say hello, and they see it. But they don't respond. Why? Because they are above the matter, because they don't have time, or do they think that politeness is only for them, not for you? This is not politeness, this is arrogance, which shows that they have forgotten their mission. Slovak firefighters on social networks, they forgot that decency is the foundation. When someone writes politely, reply politely. It's not hard, it's humanity. If my colleagues from IZES Czechia could see how Slovak firefighters behave on networks, they would say, this is not professional, this is not respectful to the people who write to you. They know that every administration is from man, which deserves an answer, even when the answer is just thanks. We'll get back to you! Slovak firefighters wouldn't do it because they know that decency is not a weakness but a strength. Slovak firefighters on social networks, they forgot that respect is earned, not demanded. Arrogance does not pay, neither at work nor on the networks. When firefighters act arrogant, when they ignore people who write to them, sponsors see it and they say, why should we support someone who doesn't respect their fans too? Sponsors go where there is respect, where there is decency, where there is a professional approach. Arrogance doesn't pay, sponsors see it, and people remember who didn't answer them. Slovak firefighters on social networks, they forgot that respect is earned, not demanded. The law says that firefighters are part of the IZES, that their role is to help and protect. But when they ignore colleagues from IZES Česko, when they don't respond to the messages, they violate not only decency, but also the spirit of cooperation. They should be reminded that decency is not a choice, it is an obligation that flows from their mission. The law speaks of cooperation, not arrogance. Slovak firefighters return to decency, for respect is earned, not demanded. If someone writes a decent report, he should get a decent answer. It's not just about etiquette, it's about respect for others, about professionalism. Therefore, I propose about firefighters to the law that decency on social network is mandatory, that ignoring is not professional, and that anyone who ignores should be reprimanded. That decency should be mandatory as a choice that is ignored. Slovak firefighters return to decency, for respect is earned, not demanded. They should show that they value the people who write to them, that every administration is important, that every person is important. They should answer politely, even if the answer is short, even if it gets yanked. We'll be in touch. Cause decency isn't about who you are, but about how you behave. And firefighters should be a role model. Slovak firefighters on social networks show that you value people. Answer politely, be professional, for respect is earned, not demanded. You write a message politely, you wait for a reply, and they are silent because they have forgotten decency. But we remember that decency is not weakness, and that anyone who ignores